You come all the way down to a deep squat like this, and then back up again. What happens with this is, if your posture is off this way or that way, you'll start to fall. So you come down all like this, back up. What that forces you to do is get your posture nice and straight. Most people, when they run, they kind of go like this a lot, or else they're pulling back like this. What you want to do is keep it nice and straight. Your body is full of all these elastic tendons, like rubber bands, and you get a lot of free elastic recoil. If you do this, this is a stopping braking motion. If you do this, this is a stopping braking motion. This is a braking motion. What you want to do is like this. If you ever see a fighter, like a boxer, you watch them in the ring, they're doing this. The reason why, it's all free energy. They're bouncing. You watch a boxer, they can do this all day long. It's all free. So the reason why you want to keep your posture like this is because you get that free bouncing energy. You watch the guys who do ultra marathons, 150-mile races. What they're doing is you're basically just bouncing along like a kangaroo. So before I run, I do this exercise. Then I do a bunch of these squats, and then I'm ready to go. There's one last drill. I don't know if we want to try it here, but let's try it. You get like 5 people, yeah, in a line. So what I want you to do is just, you guys open out a little space. What I want you to do is just sort of jog up, and then you just get one hand on, one hand off, okay, and just jog up, and just turn around and come back again. You all can sort of stay together. So, there you go. The Roman legions, the fighters, this is how they used to cover distance. The Roman legions, you notice back the way they're running is, you can't bend over, you can't kick out, you can't kick backwards, otherwise you'll kick the person in front of you. But the Roman legions were really good, perfect. Perfect. Stop right here for 1 second. A couple things you notice about them is, it feels good though, doesn't it? When the Roman legions used to go into battle, one reason why they were so lethal is because they could cover unbelievable amounts of territory really fast. They would do 50 miles in a night and show up, kick the crap out of people, and then run 50 miles back again. The reason why they could do that is, I don't know if you can hear them on the bridge, but their cadence, pop, 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 it was all very rhythmic. It wasn't like one person's doing this, one person doing that. It was all very rhythmic. They're bouncing along, number one. Number two is, they had to run with exactly the same stride. You can't be kicking out like this, you can't be kicking back like this, you can't be bending over. They all had to have straight posture, same regular rhythm, and the same distance apart. So what that teaches you is that nice, good, rhythmic running form. I mean, it's really good to hear you on the wood, because it really sounded very, very rhythmic. The last key to good running form, we talked about posture, we talked about balls of the feet jumping, and the last thing is cadence. That thing we were showing with the bouncing, for some reason, it really works best when you have a cadence of 180 strides per minute. I don't know why that is, but if you lift that foot, this one 90 times in a minute, that's a really good rhythmic posture, which lets, or cadence, which lets you bounce along. And one way to practice it, if you ever want to do this with some friends, put one arm on the shoulder and just jog. And what you'll find is you'll start to get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So when I run, those are the 3 things I do. I check my foot lift, I check my posture, and then when I run, I just count out strides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Sometimes you'll find is one leg is slower than the other. I don't know why. For me, it's always my left leg is slower. And what I'll find is a lot of times I'm doing this, I'm like, and so what I do is, as I'm running, I'm just make sure I'm lifting them up at equal strides and equal cadence. That's basically all there is to it. You know, all you need to do to run well in bare feet is those 3 things. One more thing too, which is also take your shoes off. Yeah. I'm wearing these because it's cold out here, and you got lots of kind of rocks. Ordinarily, as much as possible, I run barefoot, totally barefoot. And people get concerned about it. They think, you know, you're going to cut your feet or get big calluses. But, you know, my foot is, I did a 2-hour run on asphalt, what day was it? Thursday. Before I came here, it's 2 hours on normal streets. Your feet don't get hurt or cut or calloused at all. It just stays exactly the same. So practice barefoot as much as you can. Practice your cadence, your posture, and that nice jumping feel, and you should be just fine. Did anyone ask some questions about it?
How long did it take until you could roll barefoot? Because at the beginning